Very good afternoon. Very good afternoon. Little louder.
Good afternoon.
Good. I won't need this. Let's see. Thank you. You know, we usually dread talking post-lunch. I have to tell you this. This is the worst time of the day to talk about anything. And leadership, especially a topic, I think you're all overdosed on leadership. Are you or are you not? You want to hear anything besides leadership? Yeah, I can see people with like, yes, eyes drooping. No, but seriously, I'll tell you a joke. So about 2 years back, I was doing a session, an entire day-long session with practically the leadership of a huge public sector bank. And you start the session and you ask people, what are your expectations? And no less financial officer, he tells me, सब कुछ चलेगा मैम, लंच के बाद नींद नहीं आनी चाहिए. सर, अगर गलती से आगे मेरी इनवॉइस नहीं रिलीज होगी, so I have to ensure कि नींद ना आए. Jokes apart, but honestly, this is one of the most difficult times to do, and I was dreading when I looked at the program schedule. So tell me this, how many of you have heard this statement कि लड़कियां गाड़ी नहीं चला सकती? Let me come a little closer. Quite a few hands. Okay. Okay, now I can see. How many of you have heard the statement कि लड़कियों को मैथ्स नहीं आती? How many of you believe कि लड़कियों को मैथ्स नहीं आती? Tricky question. Dare you raise your hand on that one? Why did I ask those questions? Because those are statements we hear all the time. Okay. Now let's move to something different. How many of you believe that Gen Z, your generation, is entitled? How many of you have heard that statement that people in their 20s are entitled? Heard? Heard? सुना तो होगा? सुना भी नहीं है? हमारे साइड आओ. हर रोज सुनने को मिलता है. You know, there are sessions, there are clients, there are leaders who will be like, ये 20s वाले लोगों के साथ काम करना बहुत मुश्किल है. I'll tell you. So, what I'm trying to say is, those kind of statements are common. We get to hear them all the time. And we've been talking about leadership. I differ with everybody, with due respect to all the senior people here. You don't need to be senior to be a leader. How many of you, there must be some societies in your college? Yes. Anyone who's somebody in some society? Marketing society, economic society, this society, that society? No? How many of you are doing something outside your education? How many of you think you are leaders? See? Ab haath khade ho rahe. So tell me, what makes me a leader and you not a leader? I'm asking you. Experience? Okay. What else? What else? Yes. Sorry?
Power.
Power. Harjeet is listening very carefully to everything I'm saying. Okay. You know, you don't need anything to be a leader. It's all here. Because to be a leader, you need to do exactly what the verb in that word says. What is the verb in that word? Exactly. And to lead, most of you would have done group discussions to come here and join business school, right? What did you do in your business, in your group discussions?
Take the charge.
Huh?
Take the charge.
Exactly. That's all it is. Everything counts. I work with a team which is from 19 to 32. I have 19-year-olds who actually go speak to CHROs, deliver, do stuff, make presentations. They have won competitions, global competitions, writing research papers. So you actually just need to have it in your head. You need to know how to lead. Now, why am I talking about all of this when the session says inclusive leadership? And then I was asking you questions about biases and stereotypes. Because when you are talking about leading, the one thing we need to do is to accept people for who they are. And one of the biggest things we do is we want people to change to be leaders. अगर मैंने आपको बदल दिया तो फिर आप नहीं रहे ना. अगर आप नहीं रहे तो फिर आप, how will you be successful? So for you to be successful, you need to be who you are. And I say this with due respect to people here who are in learning and development, you cannot, and I know someone somewhere is recording me and I'm saying this, adult learning doesn't happen through trainings. It happens through facilitating learning. You facilitate learning. We are all adults here. So, how does this move? So, what are we talking about here? Shruti is all over the place, right? No. I'll bring it together for all of you. What does the future say? We've heard a lot about future from all the learned seniors here. We are talking that data is going to change. You will lead the workforce very soon. Look at the numbers. This is all by World Economic Forum. You're going to lead the workforce very soon. We are looking at remote working. There are organizations which are forcing us to come to work. Look at the number of people wanting remote working. Look at the core skills. 44% people of employees. Things are going to change. But the one thing that doesn't change is who we are as people. You can polish you. We can tell you what needs to be done. But inherently we remain the same as people. And so what is very important when we're talking about leadership is to not forget who you are as people and to respect people who are there. Now, we talk about respecting people, and some of these words that you're seeing in front of you have been spoken by others. We believe we respect them. If I ask you, have you ever disrespected anybody? You'll be like, no, I haven't. But what is respect? Respect is simply saying, you are who you are and I will not change you. I will polish you. And I'm saying the same word again and again. I promise to polish you, but not change who you inherently are. How many of you know your strengths? How many of you know your strength? आपकी strength क्या है? फ्रंट रो वाले हाथ खड़ा कर रहे हैं. अरे? How many of you know your strength? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now hands are going up. Retain those strengths. Write them down today on the 18th of May 2024 and go back to that list in 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. Retain those strengths and ensure that those strengths are not asked by anybody to be changed. That's who you are. And that's the biggest mistake people do in organizations by asking people to change. Now let's see, sorry. So what do we need to do? What is psychological safety? Dizzy sir mentioned it a little while back. I think somebody else, one of the other speakers also mentioned it. The moment I am appreciated for who I am, I'm psychologically safe. I can walk up to you and talk to you. You can walk up to me and talk to me and not be ridiculed for asking questions. How many of you have been told, oh, that was a stupid question? Quite a few hands. Is any question ever stupid? No. A psychologically safe environment will never say a question is stupid. You are all going to be and are leaders, irrespective of whether you're in a business school, whether you're an intern, whether you're in 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. You're all people. You will be able to lead. never call anyone's question stupid. It breaks down their confidence like nothing. And you know it, you've experienced it, right? उसके बाद दोबारा जाके questions पूछना कितना मुश्किल होता है. Boost belongingness, resilience. Tell me this, how many of you feel like coming to college? How many of you don't feel like coming to college? मैम पीछे मुड़ के देख रही है. You know, I say this very often. जिस दिन हमारे एम्प्लॉय सुबह उठकर ये कहता है that I don't feel like coming to office, that is the day the person should put in their papers. Belongingness is when I am accepted for who I am. When I am not asked to change, when you create that environment of safety, that is one of the biggest things that we need to do. Happy people are productive people. So aim for that. And then focus, obviously, you know, one of the things that happens is, and I hear this all the time, Shruti, what is the ROI? Where is the business outcome? You're asking people to be very softy. So if everybody is focusing on empathy, everybody is focusing on inclusion, what about the ROI? Happy people will always produce more. When I love coming to work, when I'm accepted for who I am, the chances that I will produce 10x more, and there's research to support that, I will produce 10x more is very high. So focus on that. You know, when I go to organizations and I work with them on inclusion, one of the biggest questions I ask, and I've been doing trips to Pune now for the last 3 weeks, every week I'm there, and my question to every person there is, write down your strengths, find out your strengths and stick to those, which I just said a little while back as well. Because inclusive organizations are more likely to reap innovation, 70% more likely to capture new market, 36% more likely to have above average profitability. These are all research supported numbers. Focus. Now, what can we do and what should you do? And I hope I'll be able to leave some time for having some quick Q&A as well. Compassion and empathy. As I've been saying, focus on who people are rather than who you want them to be. Easiest. हमारे parents करते हैं हमारे साथ, right? We want them to be somebody. They want us to be somebody else. एक चलो एक बड़ा interesting question मैं सबसे पूछती हूँ, not related to all of this, but since I know I have time, I'm going to ask you this. School में जब marks आते थे, how many of you out of 10 have possibly got 9, out of 100 have got 80, out of... And when you got such good marks, what was the one statement your parents made? और चाहिए? या वो एक नंबर कहाँ गायब हो गए? है ना? देखो बिना पढ़ाई के 90 आगे पढ़ाई कर लेते तो 100 आ सकते थे, है ना? सबने सुना है, हमने भी सुना है. You know, that's what we do. When you talk about empathy, nobody wants to get 90 out of 100. Nobody studies to get 80 out of 100. Nobody studies to get 9 out of 10. Everybody studies to get their best. So if that has happened, the least you can do to people is, instead of forcing them to aspire for perfection, what I call, celebrate what has been achieved. You know, we were talking about greed during lunchtime, and Rizvi sir briefly mentioned it when he was talking as well. Aspiring is good, but be comfortable with what has been reached by yourself and by others around you. And that is what we talk about when we speak about compassion and empathy. Very important. Active listening. You know, the biggest difference, there was a research that said 77% of men believe they are good listeners, but only 45% of women believe that they are heard. Do you know why? Because when we listen, we don't respond, we don't react to it, and there are no actions to what we listen. So come up with, you know, when you be active listeners, which means verbal, non-verbal, and whatever you hear, do something about it. Appreciate, respond, take an action. It's very important. And you can start doing it now. You don't need to be a leader. You don't need to be in the corporate. You can start doing it now. From the moment you leave this hall this evening, start listening to people and see what you can give them back. Encourage innovation. Disruptors, we've been speaking about that since morning. You can do it. I think some of you have been wanting to do others. I know some of my students, as young as 18, 19, be wanting to be entrepreneurs, wanting to do something different. They come up with ideas and it's amazing. So do that. Follow your passion. If you're not passionate, it's not going to go anywhere. Because beyond a point, what makes you wake up in the morning is your passion, nothing else. Focus on the career growth. And I say this very often, and I'll take the opportunity to say this to this group as well. There is a difference between your job and your career. Understand the difference. Your job is your job. Your career is a 40-year time span. Every job adds to your career. Don't forget it. So don't get stuck on मेरे लिए ये job क्या कर रहा है. Think on how will this job add to my career span. And that for yourself and for others will really help. Push people to focus on their careers, whether it's your friends, whether it's people around you, instead of focusing on what they're doing in that job. Makes a lot of difference. Model inclusive behaviors. Don't make those statements. तुमसे ना हो पाएगा. You know, we as people do that very often. आपसे मैथ्स नहीं हो पाएगी, आपसे साइंस नहीं हो पाएगी, आपसे इनोवेशन नहीं हो पाएगी. सबसे सब कुछ हो सकता है. Our limits are in our head. सबसे सब कुछ हो सकता है. Remember that. Yes, I hear you. And use inclusive language. You know, even nowadays, cricket we don't use batsman, we use batter. Ensure you're not using words like he or she. It's far more than that. So focus on some of those things. It's very, very important. Read up. Inclusive communication is the easiest thing to do. Please do that. And right on time. If you have questions, you can ask. You've been very, very engaging, and that makes a lot of difference. Let me tell you, for everybody who comes here and speaks, even the best of speakers, and I've heard this from some of the best speakers, very senior people, CEOs of big organizations, you name it, it's very difficult to stand here and speak in front of a crowd. So when you engage, it gives a lot of confidence to people who speak here, stand here and speak. So thank you for doing that engagement. Thank you for listening.